Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Playing more of our series of this, our new series, now that the DLC has officially released, and I am ready to officially get into it. So, let's do it, without further ado. Last we had left off, we had we had cleared the prologue and taken command as the new rogue trader. And my cat is still up here being irritating. This is being recorded right after the last episode, so if you saw that already, this is being recorded the same day right after. This is pretty much how some of these batch recordings are going to go moving forward, if I get the time for them. That way I've got backlogs at the ready. So, let's get into it. Deep shadows of awareness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, and nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. Can I help but notice that the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role. As Lord Captain, for many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle rankings. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voigtfur? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I am afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. Abelard, I am ready to start the briefing. Some of the officers. Gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. Dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and weariness. Attention, officers! You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Orno Roth von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suri Ota of the Toloman line, our new Vox Master. It is an honor to serve your lordship. The Vox Master offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. Bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large, dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured, she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum, Generous Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heaviest set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have the 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Amistaya. The officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance involving the complicated manipulation of all the Tech Priest mechadendrites. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Wise of the Head Astropath section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Wise has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valancius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Voidver's treachery. I will deliver a report to your lordship on the Astropath progress as soon as it is possible to do so. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing. The Master at Arms and Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from the chapel. And Mistress Sarbeck, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master of Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Voidver. All others present are attendants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make a record of proceedings. Wish to hear the Furnace Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after he was Apprentice Master, and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the Tech Priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and, unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale rogue trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the rogue trader. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Drives Master, I will hear from you now. Voice distorted by a Vox translator emerges from the Tech Priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine, entrusted into my charge, is unharmed, thank the Omnisaya, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all Tech Priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. Victory bows her head. Mr. Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our engine seer prime and navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. We try to set up so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your lordship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Novus Nobilite station. The station maintains complete vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space take on your mind. Yep. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick as rock shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out. So don't you worry on that score. Alright, Master Ordnance, last one. What do you got? No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just gotta say one, we've got no able crew. No, Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. Master Ordnance chokes back the words he was obviously about to blurt out without thinking. He casts another look at you before turning away. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruins. Every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken hold of me. But I've heard of you. Oh, yes. Your fame has reached even as far as the Expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person such as yourself. Master of Ordnance can report that the result of the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We're ready to fight if that is what the Lord Captain will. Summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engine seer and a navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's system must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I cede to the Boxmaster on this point. Mistress Tolliban, we are in the Rykad star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in this system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Novus Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rykad Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging. Without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Novus Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you all for your reports. Dismissed. Some officers salute you as one. Your lordship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse. Came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. Signed XC. You are referring to the contents of that note, I presume. Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one of Heinrich von Calix, an interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in this system. We must that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Rykad Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the von Valancius Protectorate. Blood gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long he will hold out under this mountain of problems. Face softens slightly as he is, and it seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Nadira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Sister of Battle nods towards Adira. The Psyker is suffering some sort of ailment, or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. At the moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Adira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word burst from her lips. Daybreak. Dira, come to your senses. Damn it! Dira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I cannot make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. Single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. It's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? Can I extract any information of value from a single word? Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I cannot make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile. There is nothing else of value to report. I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Alright. So I'll probably do... So if I end up streaming this, I'll go about talking to people more. However, we have things we gotta go grab, because I got a big version of the game. And there's stuff in the Lord Captain's quarters that we can make use of. There's that big vault we found. It's actually a cargo safe. The vault holds a bunch of special stuff. Or it should. Vault usually carries some, like, fancy gear in there. That's right, it's the box over here that carries all the good stuff. Yeah, that's right, here we go. So let's see what we got. Wrath of St. Drusius, a better chain sword. A shotgun. A... We're gonna wear our fancy new cloak. Everlard will get the Rogue Trader's cloak because it works. Because color-wise, it actually matches for him. I also am gonna give him I'm gonna give him the gloves. Of heroism. I'm actually kind of surprised that Adira is not an iconoclast character, but also thought that Argenta was too. Whatever. There's also the shotgun, which I kind of want to give to. I kind of want to give this to her. That way she's got a better ranged option, because I don't want her up in melee, honestly. Do not want her up in melee. We'll give Abelard the Negotiator's Pistol, because I think it's funny. And we also have Mark of the Ruler. Yeah, definitely taking that. That's never leaving my body. Orno's combat weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire a single laser shot once per combat. Yes, yes, yes. Is the thing gonna be better than my pistol over here? No, because that dodge reduction does actually help me more. So that heirloom pistol will go in the vault. If I can give it to the heirloom auto pistol will go in the vault. The auto pistol axes, actually those can go into here. The fancy auto pistol will go in there. The mantle will go into here. Type in ascending order. There we go. Alright. Anything else of note in here? Nope. Alright, time to figure out what we're gonna do. Let's go about we'll just go about jumping in from where we started getting our loot, and let's go in from when we went to the planet. Okay, so there's a few places we can go to. So we have Iraq 5, Astropathic Station VX02537. I remember that one. We have Rykad Minoris, and we have this. So usually going to here, I've been debating going to Iraq 5 is a place we could go to first, or we could go to Rykad Minoris, which I think may be where I go first, honestly speaking. My Captain, Astropathic Choirmaster Zachary Wise is asking to speak to you via a private channel. Greetings, your lordship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium in the hope of picking up voices from the dynasty's ships or worlds. However, we heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. This scream is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the dynasty's worlds. It is coming from the Rykad system's astropathic station. What's the nature of this scream? We do not know, your lordship, but it has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been a violent, roaring ocean that could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and cackling before crashing into the minds of all who perceive it. A mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Empyrean. It fills me with terror. The screams stop. Will we be able to contact someone? I humbly hope so, your lordship. Perhaps we will manage to send a call for aid for the valancius worlds or one of the dynasty's allies. I'm going to pay a visit to that station. Thank you, your lordship. After we go to Rykad Minoris. I don't remember that being an instance of thing happening before. Do not remember that being something that happened before. We are going to go here first because I do want to see what happens going here first instead of heading to Iraq 5 first. Because normally I go to Iraq 5 because the navigator is really important. But as the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here. In your study, you stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloody faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the sharp hard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Voigtford's weapon, slips into your hand. Metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Step back! Step back or else! The dead only draw closer and closer, and your fingers involuntarily tighten around the shard, its sharp edge cutting into your palm. Now unbearably bright light floods everything around you, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiable shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon. A skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions. A curved design and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark it steals your breath away. You felt this gaze before. There on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. Tapestry is woven. The path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Throw the demon blade away. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hand. The gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze, but resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. Awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands, when the deep cut in your palm and the bloody shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your box and call for a servitor. Then you must have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up a cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Yeah, space that thing. That's not staying here. Sorry, I'm not playing a Chaos Boy. I'm not playing Chaos Boy. That's not what we're doing here. I'm just not with any of that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and scan Rykad Minoris. We're gonna go in with this group because, again, I want to see what happens if I go for Rykad Minoris first. Because usually I get here and the planet is, like, absolutely wrecked by the time I get there. I'm gonna go for Iraq 5 first. If I go into the other stuff before getting to Rykad Minoris, everything becomes like a horrid... Everything becomes like a horrid hell zone, and everything becomes a wreck. And there's barely as much people able to withstand the fight, so I'm curious what happens. Because I'm pretty sure hitting Iraq 5 will be different as well. So, we will see. We'll see what happens. Press any key. It seems about the same, but we'll find out. Starport greets you with a din of ordnance, and the smell of explosive tickles your nostrils. Difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. On the cracked rockcrete and bent plasteel, you notice a man in the warden's uniform. He stares at the gleaming gold of your shuttle in surprise. Did the governor send his personal guards? No matter. What are you standing there for, meat? Are you waiting for the rebels to blast your bucket again? And for good measure, the skies over the capital are blocked by enemy fire. All aerial traffic has been halted. What pest gave you clearance to deploy? Pah! By all the saints! I'm Sergeant Malgar, and you lot report to me now. Straighten yourselves out and drag your horses up after me. I'll map out a defense sector for you. The Lord turns purple. By the Holy Throne! What is this mess? You're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Abelard, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Chosen. There. I just spit up there for a moment. That was bad. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before rogue trader von Valancius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give his lordship a formal report. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier, and barks. My mistake, sir! At once. The starport is under the control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sergeant. The frag grenade cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with piercing screams. Each one of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. The rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Lace Malgar. Reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve you? Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle. Affirmative, your lordship, sir. It's all those damn rebels. Those maggots somehow got their hands on an anti-aircraft battery, and it's causing our shuttles no end of trouble. That thing really packs a punch. You are lucky they missed you. I've seen them fry 2 shuttles carrying reinforcements. Not a soul survived. What is going on here? Unrest, sir. On rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked. Then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priests linked to satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykad Majoris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden detail. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold out. There is fighting in the capital, but we're holding strong, giving no quarter to the rebels. The Emperor protects. Who are you, anyway? Sergeant Lays Malgar, sir. 11th generation loyal soldier of House Winterscale. Awarded 3 commendations for faultless service. Ever since the olden days, his lordship, the rogue trader, has recruited soldiers and shipwrights on Rykad Minoris, so there is no greater honor for a Rykadian than serving his lordship with diligence. What caused this rebellion? Ill thought, sir. We've fallen on hard times. The ground keeps shaking, things keep exploding, people are scared. They've forgotten about their duty, and that's when those, Emperor forgive me, preachers came. They started riling everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just kept coming. More and more of them. Doing fine work, Malgar, and so are your troops. People like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve. Sergeant's eyes are gleaming with pride. His expression is that of genuine happiness. You happen to know if a member of the Inquisition has come here? Word Inquisition. I don't know, sir. There definitely haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, your lordship, sir. Well, I'm off to see the governor, then. If I may report, sir. As long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will voxcast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They'd better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. And as her gaze grows distant as if she is looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands. Both yours and others. You know the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulets won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. Seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. You mentioned a tech priest. Very important person from the Adeptus Mechanicus arrived on the last shuttle before they locked down the sky. He kept on asking whether anyone by the name of Amarant or Amarnat or something like that had recently arrived. Barely answered any of our questions, though. Said he was under no obligation to tell us anything. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send a quarter of my troops with him to keep trouble at bay. It's a path ahead dangerous. What exactly awaits me there? Nothing good. Those bastards will shoot anyone walking the streets. Our troops were ordered to fire without warning. You better move without caution, sir. On top of everything else, we mined the streets when we were pulling out. Remark about mines lodges itself in your memory. More than anything, you will need to watch the ground and not your surroundings. Rather risk a shot from a rebel or a jittery soldier than experience a few handfuls of lethal frag shrapnel resting on top of some 300 grams of explosive physaline. You're a good soldier, Malgar. I will say that your heroism is noted. Sergeant blushes slightly. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's word. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. On travels, you will hear many rumors. Those of them that are deserving the rogue trader's attention are logged in a separate section of the journal. Sometimes our rumors are just that. Other times, there is truth to them. In some cases, there may be even more. To verify a rumor, travel to the place indicated in a rumor's description. Okay. That's how the rumors work.
Let us not dawdle.
Did you see that? They almost knocked us out of the air. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before the Lord Captain for questioning at trial.
I do not think the rogue trader should take a personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient.
Your downfall.
I will take you down.
Argenta there. And we're gonna Dura back here. And go up right beside Adira. Abelard up the front.
Let's get to it.
Take all that we have from us. Let us stand united, my brethren. To battle!
Follow my lead.
Get him, guard. Good lord.
Hold on.
That was crazy.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Hold on to our stuff for now.
Here we go.
A lot of them back there.
Pain and duty go hand in
Keep
hand.
shooting your buddies.
Show me what you've got.
Keep shooting your buddies for me. Keep doing that.
Just a minor setback.
On here, maggot.
Oh, that poor guard.
Faith without... As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Stoutest for...
We didn't really hit a whole lot there.
Faith without...
Good shit, Argenta.
I'll do it.
Reload.
A sound approach. It will be done. I will do my duty. The healing is much appreciated.
Let's get to it. Elmo,
You know, we got more of them coming up.
hold on.
I do like the shuttle designs for these. I don't think I've ever really addressed that when I've seen this game before, but that is definitely a thing I appreciate a lot.
But of course.
I'll go ahead and mark Abelard with that. That's not what we're looking for.
Will do. My faith shields me. Anything else?
And this is why we carry the focus here.
Let's get to it. Here we go.
Time to get up there.
It could do worse, but not by much.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it, but you never stood a chance. You should feel honored to witness this. On it.
Let's shoot this guy up. Come on.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Freaking las gun. Freaking las gun.
Rejoice in battle. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Soldier immediately removes the winded effect until the end of the combat. Sword again.
Doubt is for the weak. You, my Emperor!
Really glad we got that upgrade for him.
At your beck and call.
Give him the endure. I don't know. Can't shoot him. So we'll take the attempted shot. No, he's not gonna do a whole lot.
What is this
What to
foreboding?
do? Ah, he's just outside it. God damn it. No. Target him with that. I guess we'll target him with that because he's the one who's over there with the most health.
Will do.
I'm gonna put the dodge on. Put forewarning on me. Let's swap to the other weapon.
Anything else?
Let's get to it.
We absolutely have to.
Soul shall become
Ow.
like fire.
We'll get up
I don't
here.
need luck. I have strategy. On it. Your end was inevitable.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll see to it personally.
Hmm.
It's as good as done.
All right. Area is clear. Let's get to looting. Good loot. A good loot session, everybody. Don't actually have more medic bags. That's fucking fortunate. Some shock batons. Those don't do anything for me. Crappy las guns. Already have a flak chest piece. You are in a mesh. Is black better? No. Where's my... I get to my cargo management. Crappy las guns, the shotguns, armor, flak. Search around, see what all we can get. Oh, this guy had stuff on him. Agitator had a sword and a las gun, armored body glove. That can go in, the sword can go in, and the las gun can go in. Alright, well, check out up here.
When the faithful are idle, heresy.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Spare none of them.
Into here. Hero over here. In Abelard up more.
Hold on.
We fight up around the middle. Ow.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Get another go at this.
I'll make it happen.
Let's get
There's a lot of guys over
Make
there.
it quick.
Here,
as the Emperor
and
commands.
pop the run
I
and gun.
act.
I think I'll try it a second
it.
time.
Is a friend.
Follow my lead.
Abelard, crush their nuts.
It will be done. My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. One fewer target. It will be done.
Let's get to it.
I love that.
Out of my way.
High momentum.
Cover me.
All right, Adira, I need you to get a little bit closer so we can mount all of them.
He's gone.
Ah, I love that.
On it.
She is the one out in the open. She is going to need it the most. Which one of you is going to be one of the toughest enemies? I'll probably be one of the. I'll be
But
this
of
fighter
course.
rebel over here on the side. We're gonna do the dismantling attack because honestly, I don't really see the dismantling attacks doing too much.
Hold on.
Oh, there's a rebel commander. See, I should have dropped it onto him.
Let's get to
I didn't even see that man's over there.
Here we go. Let's make it quick.
Didn't flinch.
Hmm.
Accept your lot. Who if not me? On it.
You know, it probably would have helped if I realized I was in smoke. If I had realized that, we would have been a little bit.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Victory is in the grey hair, sure hand. Indeed.
I'm here, maggot.
Hmm.
Will do. Anything else?
Vulnerabilities for everybody. Dodge.
Let's get to it. Out of my way.
Pain won't stop me.
Hmm.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it, but another enemy down.
Guided by faith.
I'm gonna reload.
High momentum.
It will be done.
unfortunate turn of fate. Was that you? Or
Go to Abelard. Once again,
do?
set that on him.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some more damage going. She is hurting really bad.
To it.
so that's what that feeling was about.
Oh no, dear.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. Strike is a prayer.
Let's patch you up.
Injuries will not slow me.
Oh, we dropped 2. That's not great.
Here we go.
It's just the rebel commander.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. Rejoice in battle. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your back and forth.
Let's make it quick.
Alright, well, everybody's up now. Go door. Go down the door with the sacred
always
loader.
get the job done.
Drums exude a caustic smell from radium. Thankfully, the rebels have not yet reached them and set this place ablaze. Pick the lock.
Just as I planned.
Ooh, Death World Origin. Light flak armor. That would be useful. If I were playing somebody that used that.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
We should deal with this.
This is just another flak chest piece. Goods down here.
I always keep my options open.
Ooh, a new a pyromancer staff. Ew. New psychic staff for Adira. She's the only one who can use it.
I'm not.
Oh, she doesn't
sure.
have a pyromancy yet. Damn it. I have to give her pyromancy first.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Disarming the trap.
Never doubt me.
I always
Pay
have
attention.
a backup plan.
Cast your eye there. The Emperor favors me today. I better myself through my service.
Nope.
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target. Don't kill the tech priest. We need to take him alive.
Find it, and let their enemies rebuild.
Fall back.
Boom.
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
A man dressed in crimson should not have survived an explosion like that. However, he is alive. You hear the wheezing of the respirator that covers half his face.
Not another step.
Troll comes from the folds of the partially smoldering crimson raiment. It is a binaric speech. Sacred language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Binaric hymn transforms into a vox-synthesized voice that sounds like thunder rolling a vast plain.
Flee, for I am death.
His gaunt hand rises to stop you, and immediately your vox howls in pain and your machine equipment starts crackling. Tech Priest's blazing power axe disgorges a cloud of righteous spark arcs, and his visor glows menacing in blue and green. Flee, for I am death.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Ah, placid.
Abelard, this is no time to lose your composure. Present me.
Rogue trader von Valancius greets you, honored tech priest, and graciously grants you permission to remain in his presence.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation. The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
Who are you?
I identify as Magus Pascal Hanem of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
At the exploded machine. How did you manage to kill off a slew of people and blow up a sacred machine without even laying a finger on it?
This was my doing.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
You do not even know how you caused such an explosion.
The Omnissiah granted me a revelation. The spirit of this machine was dying, but it wished to perform a service, for such was its design. I sensed this and appealed to it. I do not know how I did it. I merely followed my intuition. The understanding granted by the Omnissiah was not permanent. It has left me.
How do you wish to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
Must be quite devoted to your mentor to be willing to wade into this mess for him.
Cessation of vital functions is an unavoidable phenomenon, and therefore an insignificant one. The doctrine of worship repudiates the fear of death. With my mentor's words, the Omnissiah gives me the algorithm for redemption and triumph in service. I will be redeemed, and I will triumph.
I invite you to join my retinue.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Alright. Got ourselves the tech priest. We're definitely upping his intelligence. And I'm giving him the Medicaid Mechadendrite.
I'm listening.
Even though it won't do much.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
You know, it
Rise
won't
to
do
the
much.
top or get left in the dust.
It's still something to keep track of.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
We've got some goodies there.
See? Right there.
Ooh, a bolter and a Medicaid bag. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Well, you cannot wield them, but the sister can.
I'm restless. Let me tend to your wounds.
I owe you a debt.
Be strong. Greater trials lie ahead.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
Okay, so we can't actually
Is there
kill
money to be
those.
made?
Box of goodies here. There's some grenades.
You are outdated and suboptimal. Your body has suffered deterioration and requires modification.
Enough, I've grown rather attached to the old thing. Have patience. Someone will shoot me any minute now, and then you'll have your chance to upgrade me.
Oh, there's
Keep your wits about you.
Get on. They're the machine spirits will listen to you, but they're real stubborn. But you're whinging. I think, and the tech priest do it twice. I once even brought a sensor to him. Of course they'll list. Alert. Profane violation of the algorithm. Delete.
Let us not dawdle.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
I'll make an example out of you.
Show them no mercy.
And we're gonna go right here. Pascal, buddy, you are gonna go right up the mid because you are gonna move up. Dira, you are gonna move right up with Pascal. Argenta on the flank with them. Abelard, I want you leading the pack there. Now that herd was thinned out real nicely for us.
There is movement in the Empyrean. Anything else? Be gone. On it. No can do. Time to slaughter someone.
High momentum.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it.
Argenta,
As
honey,
the
what are
Emperor
we
commands,
doing?
I act. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Well, that was easy. Turned on the turrets and then everything got vaporized.
Just keep your eye on the prize.
Vaporized them all, we did. I'm pretty sure that that's that. I'm gonna check my... I'm gonna go in and do some cargo management for those shock batons, those knives, that sword, the scrappy las guns. Keep the regular las gun. We can probably use on somebody else. The scent skin, the carapace armor, armored body gloves. Don't think anybody's gonna benefit from that armor, unfortunately. So that'll go there. The black armor. Not better than anything I've got, so. Skirmisher boots. Let's see who can use those boots. Whenever the wearer deals damage to an enemy, the wearer gains a 25% chance to gain 2 movement. Ooh. Abelard. Got you some boots, buddy. Got you some boots. I hope you like them. Well, you get a bolter. 100%. I'll give you the bolter. I'll hold off getting one for now. Straight to the capital. Hold. Now we reach the upper way. Whereupon I probably will end off this bit here. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, meow. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I gotta get the video uploading still, so I'm gonna get the other video uploading, so we're probably gonna do that.
Fate and fortune fail.
Your seneschal.
Yes? The Emperor said.
I know how to take risks.
Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and save here before moving any forward. We will go ahead... excuse me. We'll go ahead and save, and next time, we're going to go ahead and get into the mess of what is to come for us in this on this planet. Again, I'm taking a very big dive on trying to figure out what's going on here. Because I don't know how much is actually going to be different, considering I came to save... Considering I came to the planet first instead of going to get the navigator. Which we will do after we clear up the first part of this planet. So, once we actually clear everything and meet the governor, I think that's what we're going to do. So, till next time, everybody. Make sure you check out all the content, like, comment, and subscribbles. Always remember that we will be doing... Always remember the schedules, and be sure you stay tuned for more. So next time, this has been the Freelancers, signing off until then. Goodbye, everyone.